Hey everyone, this is Mr. Diagnostic. Today I'm going to show you a scan tool that might surprise you, the VDIAGTOOL D200. This is a Bluetooth full system diagnostic scan tool that works with your phone, and it even has bi-directional controls for active testing. This tool has advanced special functions and J2534 capability for OEM diagnostics and ECU programming. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to run a full system, read live data, and how to perform active tests on a vehicle. Let's first take a look at the tool itself. The VDIAG tool is a compact Bluetooth scanner that plugs directly into the vehicle's OBD2 board. Instead of having a tablet built in, this tool connects to your smartphone or tablet using the VDIAG tool app. As soon as we connect the tool to our device, it will automatically connect to your application. As soon as you open the VDIAG2 app, this is the screen that you have. You could do an auto scan, which is going to automatically scan the vehicle's VIN number. You could do the OBD2 generic functions, or diagnosis, special functions. So if we just select the automatic scan, it will scan automatically all the information from your car, the VIN number, and from that point, once we communicate, we should be able to move on. This is a US vehicle. So this is a 2023 Hyundai Sonata with a 2.5 liter engine. It's okay. And this is where you could automatically scan. This will scan all the modules individual, thus a full scan, which this is great because at the end you could save this into a PDF file, or you could just select individual modules when it comes to the engine, transmission, ABS, or any other module that you have here, like air conditioning, rear view monitor, front radar, front video camera, integrated body control module, cluster, power seats. All of this are the modules that are available on this car only, this year make model. So every manufacturer will be slightly different here, but at least you have your main computers, such as like your engine. You could select codes, live data if you desire. You can scroll through the data individually, or you could modify which data you want to select, specific data if you desire. And in each one of the data, you can always change it to a graphing mode if you want, or you can go back or modify each one individually, or just select specific data that you desire. That's your live data. So if we go back here, you can read some trouble codes. This vehicle currently has no trouble code stored. There's no malfunctions in this car. This tool gives you bi-directional controls. This is where you can select the actuator test. The actuator test will be limited by manufacturer. Depends what the manufacturer allows you to do for that specific year, make, model. So in this particular case, this vehicle allows me to control my shift solenoids. Yeah, I could do the on and off solenoids in this particular test for the torque converter, the pressure solenoid. These are all transmission solenoids. Now if we exit here, we're on the automatic transmission. We can go back here. You can select engine. You can do the same exact thing with the engine. You can select codes, look for live data. Just look at codes on the engine. There are no trouble codes stored. For the actuator testing, like every other manufacturer, most outputs are available. If they're controlled by a computer, in this case, we could turn on the check engine light, turn off the shuttle valve on and off for the OBD2 canister, the relays for fuel pump, compressor relay, the main relay. Oops, I clicked there by accident. You can perform a power balance test. You can disable one coil at a time or an injector at a time to see if your cylinders are misfiring. You could turn on your fans on and off. They are pulse width modulated. That means you have multiple speeds. You can also turn on the heaters for the O2 sensors for the front and the rear. So you have multiple outputs, CGR, recirculation valve. If you have a computer control alternator, you can control the duty cycle, and all those functions here are available during the actuator test. So those are your typical functions from most of your scan tools. So if we exit from here, you can save your report. If there were trouble codes, you can save it. Let's just click here, save. It'll save it in PDF format. Let's exit. That was during the auto scan. But if you want to do some special functions, such as maybe if you're doing a brake job that has electronic parking brake system, you can come here where it says special functions. During special functions, those are quick access to each one of these functions, only if that manufacturer has that specific feature. For instance, here, if we go to the electronic parking brake, say I'm doing the brake job on this car, I select in this case, this is the Hyundai. We're gonna do the automatic detection. This is a US built vehicle. Confirm, 2023 Sonata. Confirm. Once we come here, if you're doing a brake job, you can select the brake change pad mode. You can select the brake pad change mode. Notice here my screen, there are just the battery light, brake light, oil light, check engine light. If we go to the brake change mode, you will hear your electric motors, the parking brake motors. And I say, it says here, the function must be performed before replacing the brake pads. This will allow you to push the brake piston into the caliper by reacting to the spindle nut using the actuator. Brake during brake pad replacement mode. So in this case, it says after replacing the brake pads, the apply and release function should be performed 3 times. Condition, key on, engine off. That's key on, engine off, and select OK on their change mode. So if in this vehicle I want to perform a brake job on the back, it has electronic parking brake. That means we require a scan tool. We need to come here and go through this procedure. We're going to select a Hyundai. Once we do this automatic detection, this is a US built vehicle, 2023 Hyundai Sonata. Confirm. This is every time you're going to perform a brake job on the back that has electronic parking brakes, like this particular car. We're going to go into brake pad change mode. We select it there. Then we'll give you a message. Pretty much what it says, that every time you do a brake job, you must go through this brake pad replacement mode in order for you to be able to push the pistons back in after you have changed your pads. The conditions are key on, engine off. So we're gonna select OK. There are no lights on your dash, but the battery light, this is key on, engine off. We pressed OK. We hear the electric motors. And now we have a message, rear brake pad in service mode. So now at this point, we can perform the brake job, the reset. After you perform your brake job, you come here and cycle your ignition, key on, engine off. You have a message there, rear brake parking brake, rear brake pad in service mode. So it's still in service mode, so we have to exit that service mode. And it's where you use your scan tool in the service mode. Perform the test. This should be executed 3 times. And then our message is gone. So total 3 times. Now our brake pad change mode completed. As we could perform. So if you were doing an oil change, you got to reset the maintenance light. Maintenance required. You can use the oil reset. changing the battery, you have to relearn the new battery. You can reset it through here. You can reset your TPMS. You can code injectors when replacing injectors. If you're servicing the throttle body, this is where you do your relearn procedure. When you're doing alignment, steering angle sensor. So it has multiple functions: power balance testing, relearn the crank sensor when you replace it, calibrate suspension and other types of modes, instrument cluster, window initialization. So all these type of functions are available in some cars, and in some cars it's not. So just keep that in mind. But with this tool, you can do all these type of functional tests. Now, another feature that it has here, you could just go and select OBD2 generic, or you can select this application center. If I come here in the application center, let's say if I had a vehicle that needs to pass a smog check, I can select here where it says smog check. It will communicate, and it's going to give us a report. We select start detection. Monitor status since DTC is cleared. This is the one you want to always select. This is the last time ever since the codes were clear. How many monitors have been completed, or if you have any trouble codes. This is usually for vehicles that are 96 and newer that needs to go through smog inspection. In this case, we have a message that says smog check, no pass. And it tells us why. We have permanent codes stored. We have the monitors, the fuel system monitoring that is not completed, EGR or variable valve timing not completed, and the catalytic monitor not completed. So because of this 3 monitors and the permanent code, this vehicle is not ready for smog. Even though the check engine light is off, but then we need to be able to complete those monitors and get rid of the permanent code before it passes the smog check inspection. So that's one feature that you could have here. I believe that's pretty cool if you're going through a smog inspection. You have the status of your check engine light. You could also select mode 6 operation. And in some vehicles, like if you're not aware of what these symbols mean, the warning symbols that you have, these are the warning symbols that you may have for accessories, what each one of those symbols represent. You could have here under accessories, which is the green, the status. If lights are yellow, these are the yellow or amber lights. ABS, brake pad indicator, low gas, check engine light, TPMS. So you have multiple warning lights in yellow. The ones that are in red tells you which symbol represents for this specific manufacturer. So if the manufacturer that you're working with has specific warning lights that you know what they mean, this will give you an easy access to the IDs of each warning light. Overall, the VDIAGTOOL D200 is a solid diagnostic tool for technicians, DIY mechanics, or even students learning automotive diagnostics. So this is a inexpensive tool that you could buy that gives you a lot of features more than the conventional scan tool. You know, it gives you full system scanning, live data monitoring, active tests, and service resets, all from your smartphone. If you're looking for a compact scanner that does more than just read engine codes, this is definitely one to consider. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow Mr. Diagnostic for more automotive diagnostic videos. I'll see you in the next one.